Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Gart Swanson. All right, if you're tossing and turning at night, you know what? You're not alone. Many people struggle with sleep disorders that affect everything from mood to memory, even heart health. But there is a lot of help out there to get the rest you deserve. To learn more, I chatted with Dr. Yoon Hee Chang, the medical director of EvergreenHealth Sleep Disorder Care. Dr. Chang, thank you so much for joining us today.
Great, thank you for having me.
All right, let's get right into this. A lot of people don't sleep well, but we all know sleep is so important. Tell us why that is.
So sleep is really fundamental to our health. So it helps you consolidate memory, it helps you heal. So when you don't get good sleep, you feel it the next day. So kind of like when you have your phone, if you don't charge it the night before, it doesn't really run very well the next day. It's pretty similar. Also, you can have poor appetite if you don't get good sleep, or you might have too much appetite that you're eating unhealthy food. But when you get good sleep, it can help you feel better. So it's very important for your overall health.
And then what about some of the reasons why somebody should come here to EvergreenHealth and see you if they're having trouble sleeping?
Right, so sometimes when patients are not sleeping very well, it could be either stress-related, diet-related, but also it could be sleep disorder-related. Because if they have conditions such as sleep apnea or insomnia, restless legs, or sleepwalking, or punching, kicking in their sleep, that itself can also disrupt their sleep. And we have treatments for that. And when you get those conditions treated, then you're able to get better quality sleep and you feel better the next day.
Dr. Chang, talk about some of the treatments that you have here at EvergreenHealth.
So the treatment, it really depends on what kind of sleep disorder the patient has. So when the patient comes to our sleep clinic, our sleep specialist will evaluate you. Sometimes they might suggest doing a sleep study. There are a couple of ways that we can do the testing. We can do the sleep study at home. We can also do the sleep study at our state-of-the-art facility. When you come to our facility to do the testing, we gather a lot of information about your sleep using small sensors that are attached to you. It can be attached to your face, your head, chest, legs. And so the data we collect, we check how your breathing is, how your heart rhythm is, what your sleep stage is, your movement, etc. And based on that finding, we'll determine what sleep disorder you have, and we will offer appropriate treatment for you.
So doctor, tell me a little bit about sleep apnea and what that really is.
Yeah, so sleep apnea is a condition where your airway gets repetitively closed while you're asleep. If your airway were to close when you're awake, you would know immediately. But the interesting thing about sleep apnea is that when this occurs while you're sleeping, you don't realize you're doing it and you sleep right through it. It really affects your health in a bad way because it can deprive your body of oxygen, and it can lead to, or it can be associated with worsening health conditions like high blood pressure, heart condition, and memory problems. There are a few ways to treat obstructive sleep apnea. Of course, you would have to complete a sleep study, but the most common one is using a CPAP. That is a machine that is designed to give you pressurized air to keep your airway open, and you would be wearing a mask to sleep. Not all patients are able to tolerate using a CPAP, so there are other options. So there is a way to treat it with a dental device called oral appliance therapy that is used to advance the jaw forward to keep your airway open. But there's also another option called Inspire therapy, or fancier name for it is hypoglossal nerve stimulator device. And so what this is an implant, it's a surgery, but it's a mask-free option to treat obstructive sleep apnea. So if not all patients qualify for Inspire therapy, but if you would like to determine whether you do qualify for it, then definitely come see us. We would be able to help determine that for you.
If you can't fall asleep, this is the perfect place to come for great information, right? And health.
Yes, the difficulty falling asleep, or let's say you have absolutely no problem falling asleep, but you're just struggling to stay asleep and you can't figure out why, and you're doing everything right. You're not having a lot of caffeine, your bedroom's nice and comfortable, and you're still waking up a lot, and you're still so tired the next day, then yes, definitely come to us and we can help determine what might be going on.
Dr. Chang, great information. So much great information. I almost need a nap right now. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
To learn more about Evergreen Health sleep disorder care, just head to evergreenhealth.com. We've also posted more information on our website.